fast enough
They
to
are
get to
more
a safe
dangerous.
spot.
Can't see them, especially these bigger tornadoes. And if you're sleeping, it's harder to get in your safe place when all of a sudden you get woken up in the middle of the night from that severe weather. Speaking of severe weather, we have our own risk going into the weekend. You know how it works around here. It's only the weekends where we get thunderstorms, even though it did storm on Monday. I think the same situation, if you remember Monday's weather event, I think it's going to play out on Sunday, where we're going to get the squall line, this big line of storms moving in early in the morning hours Sunday. So this is the severe weather outlook for almost 2 days. Saturday up here to our north and west, and then I drew a line in here saying early Sunday if you're on the southeastern or eastern side of this black line, which most of us are on the eastern side of that black line. So the threat is going to start Saturday up to our north and west, and then it arrives for us early in the morning hours for Sunday. This is likely going to be a squall line. It's going to enter maybe before you even wake up on Sunday. So this could be an early type of morning event. Now, how long do these storms linger? There are some signs that as this weather gets to us, it's going to start to slow down a little bit. So I don't want to say, hey, it's going to be the first hour of the day and then we're clear by the Sunday afternoon and we're in sunshine. I'm not at will to say that right now. I am watching how the timing will work out. I still wouldn't cancel your plans for Sunday, but there's definitely going to be a storm risk that we're going to have to get through this weekend, and all severe weather hazards will be a possibility, which includes tornadoes and damaging winds. The next 2 or 3 days, there's nothing to show you. It's warm and humid. That wind's going to keep blowing in from the Gulf. You see all the storms, the same spots that had the tornadoes last night. It's over and over again. Each and every day, they're going to get stormed on, so a significant flood risk to our north until we get to Saturday. When we get to Saturday, you see how you're getting this squall line. All of these storms are starting to develop over the western half of the state. Now, this is Saturday late night, after midnight into Sunday morning, technically. We're still quiet, but we're watching those storms progress through the western half of the state, and they're going to organize more and more as they come off to the east. It's all because that surge of cold air is going to finally start its push to the east, and as it does so, it's going to run into this warm and humid environment and cause some of those bigger thunderstorms. Live Viper showing you nothing. This is really, a lot of this is false returns. There will be a few sprinkles here or there. There's so much humidity, even just standing outside, you could get wet. Just from the fact that there's a lot of humidity that's being pushed in from the Gulf. There are those winds, they're still kicking out of the southeast, and so the coastal flooding is only going to get worse. Each day through Saturday, tides will get higher and higher with each high tide cycle. The only place that would avoid it would be the south shore of Lake Pontchartrain. So at the lakefront, it's not going to be high because the winds are blowing towards the north shore. There's the 7 day, and half of the 7 day is summer, half of the 7 day is some beautiful spring weather, and then you get the fight in the middle, which is going to be the storms.
Truly. So when people, for example, if we're traveling back to New Orleans on Sunday, for those that commute back and forth, is that going to be a problem to land at MSY, or is this going to be?
You know, it could be so early in the morning hours.
Okay.
You know, I know flights, they don't start getting here until like 6:37, but
Right.
we'll see. We have to see the exact timing.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to be an entire day that's lost,
Good.
but there will certainly be some storms that we're going to have to contend with the first half of the day.
But thinking about the other parts of the country too, they're dealing with those storms right now. And then-
Nashville's really bad right now, so
Yeah,
I know that's
this
a
update,
huge hub for us.
Several deaths already. And then this other system that's coming through on Sunday, will that go in that same path?
Same path, but they have severe weather risk every single day. Today, it's going to happen again up there. Tomorrow, it's going to happen again. Saturday, it's going to happen again. It's
gosh.
stalled pattern until we get that front moving by the weekend.
Wow.
All right.
All right.